Madei is on the play. Madei plays a forest and casts Horizon Spellbomb and passes. Kris plays a swamp and casts a Gul'draw's Vampire. Madei plays a Quicksand and passes. Kris plays a swamp and charges with his Gul'draw's Vampire, to which Madei responds by sacrificing her Quicksand, using its effect send the vampire to the grave. After combat, Kris casts Ruthless Coldblade and passes. Madei plays a mountain and casts Bladed Geopede. Kris plays a swamp and casts Hideous End, destroying Madei's Geopede and making her drop to 18. Kris then swings in for 2, taking Madei down to 16. Madei plays a forest and casts Explore. She plays down her additional forest and sacrifices the Horizon Spellbomb and finds a mountain to put into her hand. Kris plays a swamp and swings for 2, dropping Madei to 14. He then casts an additional Ruthless Coldblade after combat before passing. Madei plays a mountain and casts Fireball, targeting both of Kris's creatures, sending them to the graveyard. She smiles and passes. Kris casts a Vampire Lacerator, which resolves. He then casts a Vampire Nighthawk and passes. Madei plays down a forest, casts Explore, plays down an additional forest, and casts Lightning Bolt, targeting Vampire Nighthawk, destroying it. Kris drops to 19 due to the Vampire Lacerator's effect. Kris then swings in for 2, dropping Madei to 12. Kris plays a swamp and passes. Madei plays a forest and casts Terra Stomper. Kris falls to 18 and casts Anawan, Ruined Sage, and passes. Madei draws a lightning bolt off the top of her deck and uses it to destroy Anawan. She then swings in with a Terra Stomper. Kris elects not to block, dropping to 10. Kris drops to 9 due to the Vampire Lacerator. He plays a swamp and, risking further damage, casts Dark Tutelage. Madei casts Llanowar Elf and swings in with a Terra Stomper. Kris blocks with the Vampire Lacerator, getting trampled for 6, falling to 3 life. Kris's Dark Tutelage reveals a Feast of Blood, making Kris lose 2 life, dropping to 1. He draws his card and concedes with a handful of conditional removal, going to Game 3.
I should have cast Anawan on my turn. I had him in my hand, and I was like, go.